Cory Henry plays this excellent version of It As Well. It is simple but harmonically profound. If you struggle with playing hymns or you just love listening to great harmonies, then watch with me as we take a look at this song. Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Shawn, and on this channel we look at musicians and we try to understand what they're doing, but not necessarily from a purely theoretical approach, because in my channel I believe in balancing both the theory and the intuition. And the intuition is a thing you can't explain that well, but musicians just feel it and they can do it. And you have to have both to be a good musician. Now I want to discuss something, and by the way, you see him in a new location right now. You see him in a new office. We'll be here for a little couple of weeks, maybe a month or two. And so just kind of bear with us if we have any technical difficulties. But a lot of people have said that they struggle playing hymns. And one of the reasons is you haven't learned how to harmonize melodies with chords. You're used to playing chords for choirs, like for instance, order my steps in your word, dear Lord, right? You just hold on it while the choir is doing a bunch of stuff, and then you hold on chords, but you're not necessarily used to, if the melody's moving around, hitting a chord for each note on the melody, right? So that's something that you have to practice and get good at until it comes by intuition. The thing is, you have to understand with a song like this, especially, that there is always a structure to the song. And I said in another YouTube video that if you understand the difference between the passing chord and the target chord, that songs like this will be a lot easier. Shawn's definition of a target chord is a chord that moves the song forward. We're going to hear Cory Henry play this from the top. Okay, so So here we see a lot going on, but there's a structure involved. I could tell you the chords, right? Oh, just play this E, B flat, C, but then that won't help you. That won't be enough. I can tell you that, to play a chord of voicing and that they start on a chord of voicing, and that's correct. But that won't even help you a lot. What's going to help you is understanding the structure and what's happening in the structure of the hymn. And what's happening in the structure of this hymn, the song's in E flat, 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, and back to the 1. It starts on the 1 chord, win peace, and then of course what he does is he harmonizes the melody, but it's over a 1, right? And then like a river attendeth, it's a 2 chord, so that's a passing chord. Tendeth, there's another passing chord on the 5. He does a chord here on the 5, my way, and then that's a 1 chord. So when we understand that he's operating within that structure, that context. So I could play it like this. I can still have a 1 there, and then to the 2, to the 5. See, it sounds the same. And so we have to understand that he is operating within that context. So what he's doing was, with the 1, instead of using a regular old E flat chord, E flat major chord, he's harmonizing the melody. With a chord of voicing, when piece is a B flat, go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. He has a chord of voicing here, sounds really nice. This is replacing his E flat chord. See that? And then he's using a diminished chord. But now, what is this chord here? Well, that's the 2, because remember I said he starts off the 1, then he goes to the 2, and then the 5. So when he goes like this, right? If you're on my website and you study the diminished chord, you learn that the diminished chord likes to move up or down a half step, right? And sometimes a whole step. So you know that this diminished chord here, since this E is at the bottom, it would want to go to a F, right? So, but he goes like this. So someone's going to say, well, that's not going to an F. That's because his F is left off. It is an F minor 9, but he's playing it as a rootless voicing. And so he can go like this. And that's why that sounds so resolved. It sounds so nice to the ear, simply because the diminished chord is resolving to the F minor 9. That's rootless. Now check this out. So notice that he holds that 5 there because he's operating under a certain structure. And as long as you know the structure, you can make whatever changes you want to make as long as you keep the structure. So a tendeth, tend. See, this is a B sus voicing here. And then you have a B13 here. And then you have a flat 9, flat 5, which is an E chord over B dominant. Well, watch how Cory moves to the 6. So he has this. So what's happening? Well, chord progressions like to move in fourths. Since we know when sorrow is a 6, because in the key of E flat we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that's the 6. So if we're looking for chords that will work to get us to the 6, we could build it on fourths. I'm going to go down 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I wanted to get to the 6, I could use a chord that has an A at the bottom, a D at the bottom, a G at the bottom, and a C at the bottom. Now watch what Cory does. So here's my A, D, as that sounds so nice, G, to my 6. Do you see how that works? So he's actually using a common structure. The theory of moving in fourths makes sense, but the intuition is what kind of helps us with that, because that intuition tells us whether the 6 is necessary to move the song forward and how we want to get there. So what's happening is he's replacing the 2. There's a 2 here, but is that a necessary chord? If you see it as a passing chord, he can totally leave it out, reharmonize that, use another chord, and then on Billow's roll, he can have this 5, and instead of playing the 5, he can reharmonize this. So it's when sorrows like C, billows roll. He's doing when sorrows like C, billows roll. Okay? So he's replacing the 5, which is a B flat sus chord, with a B major 7 chord. And then what he's doing from here is he has this movement. And what this is riffing off that B major 7 chord. So I like that sound, man. So he has this move. It's probably just kind of 1 to the 3 to the 2 to the 4, and then when he gets here, it's kind of like we're in A flat melodic minor here, right? So it's kind of how I'm seeing it. Y'all tell me in the comments what you guys think about this hymn, because it's really, really cool here, and there's a lot of you can do if you understand the concept. So for instance, use this instead, right? So again, the cool thing is that if we really understand what we're doing, then we don't actually have to use exactly what he used, because I did, right? So very similar to what he did. Or we could do it like he did it. There's so much more I want to say about this particular song, but we may have to end this soon. And for some of you, you may not understand everything I'm saying, and you have to understand that that's okay, because what will happen is as you grow, you come back and listen to some of these videos, they make more and more sense. It's really more important though, understanding the overall structure of a song. Should I change this note? Can I make a passing chord here? That's really the question a lot of you have. How do I know when to change? And if I can change a chord, what do I change it to? See, that's the question that you really have, and that's what you really want to answer. So let me know in the comments what you think about this song from the top here. I'm going to probably stop here, and I'll break down the rest on the website. For those of you who are signed up, you can see the rest of that, and you can see this song. I'll finish transcribing, so I'll have all the notes for you. And of course, any other song I have on my channel, as you know, is already broken down on my website as well. But if we go from the top, see, we're trying to do his thing now. I can't see with this mic. And then